As we have discussed throughout this suite of videos, diabetes is a complex condition which requires daily self-care. Although a serious condition, you can live a healthy, active life by learning about the condition and effectively managing it. There are still aspects of your diabetes management that can affect the welfare not only of you, but the people around you. For most people, driving is an essential part of every day, and although it becomes second nature, in reality it takes skill that requires complete concentration. Having diabetes can add some complexity to driving, but prior planning can assist in avoiding difficulties. If you are newly diagnosed with diabetes, you need to inform the Roads and Maritime Services in the first instance, and also inform them of any changes in medication, particularly when insulin is commenced, as it's a requirement to keep your licence and any car insurances valid. You will also need to comply with the RMS requirements for a medical review prior to your licence being renewed, including an eye check and blood tests. To ensure yours and the safety of other drivers, avoiding a hypo while you're driving is essential, and prevention is the safest approach.
Driving is a crucial part of my life. Having diabetes can be potentially dangerous when driving. You have to be prepared. If you go on a trip, I always make sure that I stop every 2 hours, check my blood glucose levels, and that I always have snacks beside me to have along the way. I would never forgive myself if I'd gone on a trip unprepared and had a hypo which resulted in a car accident, hurting somebody else or hurting my own family. I could never allow that to happen.
To ensure you are fit to drive, test your blood glucose level before you get in the vehicle. You need to be above 5 millimoles per litre to drive, and test again at least every 2 hours on the journey. Carry a blood glucose level meter with you as well as a supply of fast-acting and slow-acting carbohydrates in case you need them at any stage. If you do have a hypo while driving, you must pull over in a safe manner, turn off the engine and remove the key from the ignition. Then check your blood glucose level.
I haven't had a full-blown hypo when driving, but I've felt the effects of one coming on. So when that happens, I just pull over. I always carry jelly beans and a drink with me, so I'll check my blood glucose level, have the jelly beans, and just wait for 15 minutes till I know that it's passed and the levels are back to normal.
Once you have ensured you are safely parked and have checked your blood glucose level, treat yourself immediately with 15 grams of fast-acting carbohydrate. Then wait 10 to 15 minutes and test blood glucose level again. Then repeat steps 4 to 5 until your BGL is above 5. Once BGL is over 5, eat a longer-acting carbohydrate, then wait another 30 minutes and test again. Driving is not the only daily activity that can be managed to ensure a full and happy life. Activities such as exercising and the consumption of alcohol may affect your blood glucose control, particularly with insulin treatment. So it's important to carry appropriate carbohydrates with you in case of hypoglycemia.
Exercise is an important part of my daily routine. I've found the best thing for me is walking. It reduces stress levels, which can also cause fluctuations in your blood glucose levels. The more I walk, the better I felt.
Sometimes your blood glucose level may have an initial rise with very intense exercise, but will subsequently drop without extra treatment. It's important to test your BGL frequently to learn how your body reacts. Your doctor or diabetes educator can use these readings to help you decipher your patterns and then manage them accordingly. Drinking alcohol can also cause an initial rise in blood glucose level, but it can then drop again hours later. So it's important to also be aware of the risk of delayed hypoglycemia.
On the rare occasion that I do have a drink, I have to be aware of my blood glucose levels and the effect that alcohol has on that. So I have to plan ahead, and that's just a reality of being on insulin.
So that you feel confident and are able to manage your BGL during a social occasion, speak to your doctor or diabetes educator to create a management plan. Living with diabetes also means there's increased risks during pregnancy, and this can be greatly reduced with good attention to blood glucose control and taking high-dose folate starting in the months before becoming pregnant. For all women of childbearing age, whilst you are establishing improved control, reliable contraception is essential, so please ask your doctor or educator if you are planning on starting or extending your family, as they will help you.